The first part is introduction. Our product name is rose glutathione spherical jelly. Jelly bola glutathione marvel. This is a spherical jelly formulated with glutathione and rose powder. The distinctive spherical design yields a delightfully chewy texture while presenting a visually innovative appeal. Rose powder gives it the color and flavor of roses. Glutathione is a natural antioxidant present in the human body, which is a good guarantee of product quality.
I'm going to share the list of ingredients that we use in our jelly product. So first we use 74.42% of butter. Next, we also added 18% of sugar, which provides sweetness to our jelly and also contribute to the gel texture for our jelly. Next, we also added 3% of gelling agent, which is gelatin, that can create a jelly that is firm yet has elastic texture. Next, we also added 2% of rose powder that can add a floral aroma to our jelly. Other than that, we also added 1% of citric acid that can adjust the pH and also can act as anti-browning agent. For the flavor and color, for the flavor, we use raspberry flavor that can act as natural flavoring that derived from fresh raspberry that can give a fruity flavor to our jelly. And also, we use beetroot extract for our coloring that can also give natural coloring, which is a vibrant pink color to our jelly. We use 1.5% of flavor and color for our jelly. So lastly, we added glutathione in 0.08% that can act as anti-browning agent and also antioxidant. Thank you. I'm going to share the list of ingredients that we use in our jelly product. So first, we use 74.42% of butter. Next, we also added 18% of sugar, which provides sweetness to our jelly and also contribute to the gel texture for our jelly. Next, we also added 3% of gelling agent, which is gelatin, that can create a jelly that is firm yet has elastic texture. Next, we also added 2% of rose powder that can add a floral aroma to our jelly. Other than that, we also added 1% of citric acid that can adjust the pH and also can act as anti-browning agent. For the flavor and color, for the flavor, we use raspberry flavor that can act as natural flavoring that derived from fresh raspberry that can give a fruity flavor to our jelly. And also, we use beetroot extract for our coloring that can also give natural coloring, which is a vibrant pink color to our jelly. We use 1.5% of flavor and color for our jelly. So lastly, we added glutathione in 0.08% that can act as anti-browning agent and also antioxidant. Thank you. I'm going to share the list of ingredients that we use in our jelly product. So first, we use 74.
Next, I will explain about the food additives that are permitted to be added into this food product. Since this product fulfills the requirements in Regulation 139 and 139A in the Food Regulation 1985, it may contain permitted coloring substance, permitted flavoring substance, and permitted food conditioner as listed below. For the coloring substance, we use rose powder and beetroot extract. This substance is added to improve the visual appeal of the product, which is the color of the jelly. Next, for the flavoring substance, we use citric acid and raspberry flavoring. This substance is added to improve the taste of the product where it provides flavor to the jelly. Lastly, for the food conditioner, we use gelatin, which provides the desired texture and structure to the food to maintain its quality.
Okay, for the food processing, we undergo 5 processes to produce our jelly product. First, ingredient preparation. First, we dissolve sugar in hot purified water at 18 degrees Celsius, and then add citric acid to adjust the pH to 3.3 pH. Next, we bloom gelatin in cold water, then heat to dissolve completely. After that, we blend rose powder into the sugar solution until evenly dispersed. Next, we dissolve the required amount of glutathione in a small portion of warm water to avoid degradation and add it to the mixture when the temperature drops below 40 degrees Celsius. When the temperature drops below 40 degrees Celsius, we also added the flavoring and coloring. We added raspberry flavor and also beetroot extract for the coloring. Okay, so next, mixing process. This process is to combine the sugar solution, dissolve the gelling agent, and also rose powder and the flavoring and coloring. We ensure homogeneity and remove any entrapped air by gentle stirring. We also maintain the mixture at 40 degrees Celsius to prevent premature setting. Okay, third process. This is innovative processing technology that we use, which is molding. We pour the mixture into spherical silicone molds, and then we allow it to cool at room temperature and then refrigerate at 4 degrees Celsius until fully gel. After that, we undergo cooling and setting process. We cool the spheres jelly for several hours until a firm gel network forms. Then we check the texture, adjust gelatin or concentration only if necessary. And then lastly, we package the jelly. Once the jelly solidified, we remove the spheres from the molds and individually package them in oxygen barrier containers. And then we flush with nitrogen to reduce oxygen and exposure and seal. That's all.
The type of packaging that we decided to use for this food product is vacuum packaging, since the product is packed in a single-serve mini cups that is filled with fillable film lids. The material used for the plastic cup are either PETE plastic or PP plastic that are known for its lightweight, durable, and moisture resistant. Meanwhile, the sealing film is usually made of several layers of material that are laminated together. Usually, it has three layers, where the outer layer are made of PET plastic, which provides strength, printability, and temperature resistance. Next, the middle layer, usually made of aluminum foil that act as a barrier layer that almost impermeable against moisture, oxygen, and light. Lastly, the sealing layer is usually made of PE plastic that is common for excellent heat solubility and moisture resistant. This type of packaging was chosen based on the purpose and the commercial value, where this packaging can help in maintaining the quality of the product, such as the spherical shape of the jelly can be maintained since it is packed individually in a rigid container. Other than that, the quality of this product could also be maintained due to the seal that help in minimizing the moisture and oxygen, which also indirectly can help slowing down the microbial growth and oxidation.
Next, the food labeling for this food product was designated based on the guideline on labeling requirement under Food Act 1983 and regulations. These are the elements that are stated on the food labelings. First, the name of the product and the description of the product is using the approved language, which is Bahasa Malaysia. Next, the ingredient is listed in descending order of weight and followed by the quantitative ingredient declaration to emphasize the ingredient added such as the glutathione. The additive added is also labeled based on the format in the guideline. The weight of the product, manufacturers of the product, and the date marking is also clearly stated on the label to make it easier for the consumer. The illustration and the logo used is also emphasize the ingredient used, such as the rose powder. Lastly, the nutritional labeling is clearly stated on the label to emphasize the content of nutrient in the food product.
Okay, so for the nutritional content for our jelly product, the amount of calories per serving, which is 100 gram, is 92 kilocalorie. This amount of calories is primarily from sucrose. Next, it contains 0.1 of total fat, and the daily value is 0.1%. This total fat is come from rose powder and beetroot powder. Our product contains 0 trans fat, 0 saturated fat, and also 0 cholesterol. Then, it contains 13.1 mg of sodium and 0.3% of daily value. This sodium primarily comes from beetroot powder, rose powder, and also sucrose. Next, the total carbohydrate is 20.2 gram, and the daily value is 6.8%. This total carbohydrate is come from sucrose, rose powder, and also beetroot powder that we use in our jelly. Next, for the dietary fiber, it contains 0.6 gram of dietary fiber and 1.7 daily value, 1.7% of daily value. So these dietary fibers come from rose powder and beetroot powder that we use in our jelly product. So for the total sugar, our jelly contains 19 gram of sugar per serving, and the daily value is 38 of 38 percentage, 38%. And for the protein, our jelly contains 3.5 gram of protein, and the daily value is 7%. This protein come from the gelatin and also the glutathione that we added in our jelly. Next, in our jelly also contain vitamin C, 6 mg of vitamin C with 6.6% of daily value that comes from rose powder and also beetroot powder, and also the raspberry flavor that we added into the jelly. Next, we have calcium that contain 2 mg in our jelly, and the daily value is 0.2%. This calcium comes from beetroot powder and rose powder. Next, for vitamin A, we have 0.2, and the daily value is 0.02%. This vitamin A comes from beetroot powder use. Then lastly, our product contains 0.2 milligram of iron with 1.4% daily value. And this iron sourced from bitter powder and rose powder.
This part is food legislation. Product category: confectionery sweets, gelatin-based confectionery jelly. Rational, a ready-to-eat sweetened product use gelatin as the primary gelling agent and sugar as the main ingredient. Ingredient compliance: 1. Gelatin must be sourced with valid JKIM HALA certification. 2. Colors and flavors: rose powder, beetroot extract, and raspberry flavoring must comply with GMP standards. The prescribed formulation concentration incorporates 2% rose powder, 1.5% beetroot extract, and raspberry flavoring that comply with GMP. 3. Acetylate. Usage of citric acid is 1%, comply with GMP. Mandatory labeling: 1. Product name. 2. Ingredient list, in descending order by weight, using prescribed names. 3. Net content, manufacturer importer details, country of origin. 4. Dates, manufacturing date and expiring date. 5. HALA logo, market essential must use the official JKIM HALA logo. Prohibited claims: any medicinal or health claims, for example, whitening, detox, antioxidant, are strictly forbidden. Pre-market approvals and certifications: 1. Product registration. Obtain a mail number from the Ministry of Health. 2. Factory certification. Production facility must have valid food safety certification. 3. HALA certification. Obtain JKIM certification for the final product and key ingredient. And now, glutathione is illegal by the Food Regulation 1985. Food quality, key quality target, appearance and texture. Look: uniform spherical shape with stable, attractive rose pink color. Feel: firm, elastic, and smooth texture, not sticky or brittle. Taste: clear rose raspberry flavor, well-balanced sweetness and acidity. Ingredient and safety: potency, preserve the activity of glutathione and the color aroma of rose powder. Safety, meet all microbiological standards and remain stable throughout shelf life. Stability, compliance, integrity, no water separation or product clumping during storage. Legality, all ingredients and labeling must comply with Food Regulation 1985. Critical control measures: ingredients and formula. Fixed suppliers source key ingredients, rose powder, gelatin, flavors from qualified suppliers for consistent quality. Lactic recipe: standardize the exact ratios of sugar, acid, and gelling agent. Production process: gentle heating. Use medium time and temperature for safety to protect heat-sensitive glutathione and rose aroma. Precise gelling, strictly control gelatin hydration and cooling conditions for perfect the sphere formation and texture. Package and storage. Use barrier packaging, essential to use opaque, oxygen light barrier materials to prevent oxidation of glutathione and color fading. Clear labeling mark, store in a cool, dry place away from light, and ensure the supply chain follows this. Quality monitoring, pros control, monitors critical control points. Batch testing, perform routine checks on appearance, flavor, and microbiology for each batch before release.